Okay, so today I am working on dinner, or right now I'm working on dinner, and I wanted to do something, I don't know, a little different. Like when you're cooking yourself, just period, does anybody else find that things just kind of get blah? Like things just get, you're just tired of the same old thing, and whether it's out to eat, whether you're cooking it, and then you just need to add just something slightly new, just a slightly new flavor. That's what I want to do today. The the way that I plan to do that is by using our pear vinegar, red pepper flakes, some seasoning, some avocado oil to make a vinaigrette of sorts to have with some arugula that we harvested from the to go over some arugula that we harvested today from Oopty. So I kind of done this before every now and then, but never with this. So I remember when we tasted it before in our video that posted last week or at some point. It had a very tart taste, but it had a refreshing taste. It is sweet and pear-like, and it smells just like what it is, pear vinegar. So I have my mason jar here, and I think I'm gonna start with, I don't know, maybe let's start with 4 ounces of vinegar. Okay. I don't know what the ratio is usually if you're making your own vinaigrette. Let's look it up right quick. Okay, 3 parts oil to 1 part vinegar, which means my jar is just big enough, but I don't think I want to put that much oil. So let's start with 2 to 1 and see where that puts us. And then if we need more, we will just do that. Now this, obviously, when most people are making a vinaigrette, we're not using avocado oil, but it, just like extra virgin olive oil, to me it's light. And so not just light, but it doesn't taste like avocados, that's for sure. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit above that. There we go. All right, so that's what we're looking like. And of course, you always season to taste. Let's use a teaspoon of the pepper flakes. That might be too much, but I feel like the vinegar is gonna kind of help cut all that out. Okay. I'm gonna go get my seasonings. Okay, I'm gonna be using the Yonshi seasoning blend that we created. It's basically peppers, garlic, onions. Peppers, garlic, onions. Is that it? And salt. Alright, and we did about a teaspoon of that as well. I feel like I am going to need more oil. Alright, let's shake it up and see what it's like. It's pretty. Wow, that's good. I do want to do a little bit more oil. It's going to almost be 3-to-1, but not quite. And since I added more oil, I am going to add maybe like a half a teaspoon more of our seasoning. It's got a kick to it. This will be a really good marinade as well. I think I want to add some raspberries to this. Either that or I'll put some raspberries in the arugula salad. No, I shouldn't have added the oil. There we go. Oh. All right. Okay. I need more seasoning. I'll get the seasoning right in a minute. So we're at like what? Definitely 2-to-1 is the better ratio for these two. The avocado oil, there it is, and the vinegar. I also right now it's all about the spices. So the yonshi on its own, I don't think is enough. I feel like we need a little bit more punch. This is not steak at all, but y'all know I don't eat meat, so but I do use a lot of meat seasonings in vegetables, and I don't know, maybe that's a, I don't know, maybe it's a trick to my system, but it definitely livens them up. That is black garlic and truffle is the name of it, and it got up my nose. I did about a half a teaspoon of that. I feel like I'm gonna need more, but that's it. I said I was gonna need more, pretty sure. If I think it needs more, then hubby's definitely gonna think it needs more. So that ended up being about a teaspoon. That's good. That is good. And this is what it looks like. All right, so I'm just gonna, what I'm gonna do, just because I like things to look all nice and pretty sometimes. And today I am in my decorative era. I'm gonna get a cute little jar to put this in. Isn't that pretty? Now, as the season progresses, we're going to be having some tomatoes coming off, onions, and all kinds of other goodness. We have 4 or 5 jars of that pear vinegar that I will have the pleasure of experimenting with. So that is the easy part, believe it or not. Well, that's the quick part, because harvesting your own produce and using your own is such a blessing, but then it comes with a caveat of cleaning it. And thankfully, because it was grown in the high tunnel, that means there's less dirt that has splashed off of the ground onto the leaves with rain, so it will be less of a job to get it done. This is our arugula bundle that I harvested, and honestly, I don't feel like dealing with it, but I don't have a choice. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm not gonna film this. You know what it's like to pick greens, wash them, so on and so forth. The thing about arugula though is that it can bruise easily, so I do find myself trying to be a little bit more tender or gentler with it when I am processing it. But that's another reason why I don't really look forward to it, because of the self-imposed gentleness. It takes a little bit longer. All right, so I will be back once I have this ready to go. So and to do that, I'm just going to pull the stems off, which the stems will be put aside for another purpose. And you may be wondering, like, what stems? Well, these are really big arugula leaves, and so they have really big stems. So those we don't want to put in our, well, I don't want in the salad, but they are still very nutritious and beneficial. I don't want to throw them away. So I'm gonna wash, de-stem, wash, and then I will do a vinegar rinse and then spin dry. I have some cucumbers in the fridge, and I want to add them along with some raspberries for this particular dish. I don't think I'm going to use all of this. I'm thinking I want to make a pesto as well. That would be really cool way to preserve it. This was just what I needed. We'll change it up a little bit. I don't know if the rest of the family's gonna love it like I love it, but I'm sold. Only thing that could have made this any better, in my opinion, is a little bit of feta. But I could probably eat this whole salad by myself. I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to be nice. Okay? I'm going to share. Thanks for watching this video, and we hope that by watching you kind of get some ideas about how to use some of your homegrown goodies as well, whether it be lettuce that comes from the ground, arugula, or an accidental pear vinegar. There is a way to utilize what we are blessed to make from the ground and in our kitchens. Grow big from home. See you in the next video.